Hey, it's Daddy Steve. Just an ultra quick video on the Mysterious Merchants Boutique. Okay, so you'll see what I always tend to buy. Basically, I only buy I don't buy with gems. I only buy with resources, not these things anyway. I'll start at the top. These things I only buy with resources. I don't buy stone because, very rarely use stone. Usually got a massive excess of stone. So I'm not going to waste the food to get more stone, of which I'll never use. Okay, I didn't buy these things with gems, as I said. The 5 minute on the right hand side of the middle screen, the 5 minute training and the 5 minute generic speed ups. I just use resources for that. The 24-hour ones I always get, whether it's this kind of resource mining speed or anything else, anything that says 12, 24 hours, I get it. I don't tend to use 8 hour speed ups of whether it's resource gathering or food or wood or whatever it is. I just don't tend to use it because I'll just use the 24 and then I don't have to forget to use it halfway through the day if I'm using an 8 hour, and then I don't have the benefit of gathering quicker. I think it's a production actually on 8 hours. The other ones for food and wood. So I just stick to the 24 hours. I only think about it once a day, and as I said, I get those from gold keys and things of that sort, or just along the way. Stick with that. Looking at this bottom row, the only thing I would have spent gems on, everything else would have been resources, is the advanced leather. I definitely would never spend gems on the new starlight sculpture. And whatever stage of the game you're at, I do not recommend spending gems on the new starlight sculpture. I know early on, especially when you're trying to get through the game, and especially if you're getting into any form of battle, you might feel frustrated that you're never going to get a commander up to the maximum. You need to get more starlight sculptures. You don't know where you're going to get it from. Trust me, you'll get it in the course of the game. You can potentially get it as free to play. That's how I started. I got my stockpile of starlight sculptures just through just playing the game and gold keys and things like that, and you get given gold keys all the time. Don't worry about it. And in terms of, obviously, you want to get your commanders up to the max. Over time, you will definitely get there. I know it's easy to say, but that's the way you got to look at it. But anyway, so in terms of the Mysterious Boutique, I never recommend spending 100 gems to refresh. It has to be something. It's just that zero, less than 1% chance, or less than 1% reason why you would ever really want to do that. Just exceptional. You just don't do it. Similar to what I said earlier. Okay, so yeah, we want to get food. Yes, we're gonna have to sacrifice wood, which we actually also want, but we get the food at a 10% reduction, so we're always gonna do it. If that was stone, then we just wouldn't do it. We wouldn't sacrifice a valuable resource for something that we don't really want or prioritize. In terms of these speed ups, I'm not going to spend gems on any of these, and I don't recommend that you do either. I know it's easy to get drawn in by the 60% off and the 70% off. Don't do it. Just as for perspective, if you send out 5 armies and you're attacking barbarians, it won't happen all the time, but you're going to get a fair few that will give you 10 gems a time and speed ups all the time. So why would you spend gems on speed ups when you can get it for free? Just don't do it. It's bad, what's it called? Bad karma. Just bad. Bad. Anyway, as I was talking a little bit earlier, these are the type of I wouldn't get the 8 hours in any of these. 8 hours, they say, is only a third of the day. So you'd have to do it at least twice more in the day. You're going to be asleep for some of that time. So basically, you're going to be suboptimal. It's just way too much effort. Stick to the 24s. If you see a 24, you buy it so you've got it in hand or in reserve to use. That's my advice. Anyway, brand new starlight sculpture. Oh my gosh, taking me back. Okay, these are for epics when you're very, very, very early in the game. So yeah, I'll buy these anyway. And now it's taking wood, but you can actually sell these in the Alliance shop for something which is more useful, such as passports or troop expansions and other things which are just way more useful than the resources, because the resources are free. And now we're getting into more scarce things as soon as we're talking about speed ups, and definitely passports. You need passports to migrate to a different kingdom, by the way. Okay, but the one thing I always do as a matter of process, I always buy these types of materials The only type of material that I don't buy, and that's the end of the talk about Merchant's Boutique, by the way. The only one that I don't buy is this bone. And the reason why I don't buy the bone is because you only can use it for resource gatherers. I'm an infantry person, so I always need, predominantly, I always need iron. So that's the main thing that I'm going to be, putting into material production. So yeah, I may well still need, was it leather and the wooden one? I can't remember what it's called. I may well need that at some point. It'll probably tell me here. Okay, yeah, leather and ebony. So I may well need the leather and ebony, and if I do, then I can obviously put it into production as and when I need it. But along the way, as you know, in the boutique, I'll just buy it as and when. The only thing I won't buy is the animal bones, and that's my advice. Please like and subscribe. That's Steve, and I'm out.